Hey everybody, Jeremy here, and today we're going to be taking a look at another one of the 1990s Nicktoons collectible vinyl figures from the company called Just Play. This is Angelica from Rugrats, and if you grew up in that era, you know that Angelica was one of the meanest kids ever in Rugrats. She loved torturing those babies, let me tell you. This particular figure I picked up from Toys R Us for $9.99. And if you want to check out the previous review video that I did on one of these figures, that one being Arnold from Hey Arnold, I am going to leave a link in the description where you can check that out, as well as a card right at the top of the screen, and it's going to take you there too. So once again, $9.99 Toys R Us. I think those are fair prices for these figures, but now let's go a little bit deeper into detail and get a closer look at Angelica and her Cynthia doll. One of the last things I said in the Arnold review is that I had higher expectations for this next figure that I was going to review, in this case Angelica, and I gotta say that my expectations were met. Oh boy, were they met. This, my friends, is a very good figure. It is made of sterner stuff than our good friend Arnold. Angelica here is a lot heavier than Arnold. Whereas Arnold feels like he's made out of cheaper plastic and somewhat flimsy, Angelica feels like a vinyl figure that we are used to in this day and age. If you collect Funko Pops, this feels like a pretty weighty Funko Pop. And they once again have managed to capture the detail of Angelica in this form in a way that is very, very complimentary to the original cartoon. Take a look at that expression on her face, that sort of crooked smile in a way. It looks really good. The decals on her eyebrows, the black streaks of paint that cover her eyelashes rather. It was done very well, and it doesn't even bleed over into the blonde of her hair, which is something I was fully expecting, but nope, that is not present on this figure. And one of the differentiating factors between her and Arnold is that she's poseable. Now, I really wasn't expecting too much as far as posability goes from this standpoint, and yeah, you're going to see why. She doesn't really pose all that much. The pose that you see her in now is pretty much the same kind of expression you can get if you try to put her in any other position. Let me tell you the limits of the articulation. Her hands go up and then down. Her arms go up, then down rather. So here's the other one. You can rotate that one just like this. And then for her left one, it can go up and it can go down. And then her head can rotate a full 360 degrees. Yeah, I know that's pretty creepy, right? But it's kind of fitting for Angelica. You know, if she pulled that off in the show, it wouldn't have been too out of the ordinary because her name is ironic because the little girl was pretty much a devil. That's pretty much the extent of the articulation. Her legs don't move, her feet don't move. You're just moving her arms up and down. Does it really matter to me? No. She could have just been static in this one pose and it just would have been fine because I think everything else about this figure is pretty darn good. I mean, just look at the colors on the dress and how full and vibrant these colors are when it comes to the paint, and on the shoes as well. Very clean paint for $9.99. That is an excellent job. Now, I would be remiss if I did not mention Cynthia, Angelica's favorite toy, this really atrocious looking doll with all the missing locks of hair, but man, she really did love Cynthia. And Cynthia is made out of a very flexible rubbery material, which is probably rubber. You can see she can bend all kinds of crazy ways. So she's not made of the hard plastic. She's almost gummy in a way. And I think that this is really the best way to have this type of a figure. And in case you are wondering, the answer, my friends, is yes. Angelica can indeed hold on to the Cynthia doll. So you got a place to put this accessory if you want to put it on your shelf, and it'll make it true to exactly what the cartoon was like in that wonderful decade, the 1990s. So that's pretty much it. And once again, if you are a fan of 1990s Nickelodeon, Nicktoons in particular, especially Rugrats, are you going to like this Angelica figure? Yes. Why will you like it? because of the nostalgia factor. And Just Play also did a darn good job in creating Angelica. She looks great, the paint looks great, and it's a darn fine item that you can put on your shelf. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how the Chucky Finster and Tommy Pickles turned out. And one day, maybe if we try hard enough, we can get some Doug vinyl figures in here too. I don't know. We'll have to see. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it here. If you want to see more reviews like this, be sure to subscribe to this channel where I'm going to be doing all kinds of toy reviews wherever and whenever I possibly can. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And until next time, I'm Jeremy, and I'll talk to you later.